Yo, what is going on, guys? It is your boy Cal. Just went through here with another video, and I actually haven't recorded a video in a long time. So today I am going to show you a project I started working on yesterday, and my Life Wizard. Yeah, so this is my Life Wizard. I decided to do some, crit life PvP with it when I'm done making it. There's only one piece of gear I'm missing, and then maybe a pet change, and he'll be set. So I'm gonna talk about the stats of what I have equipped. So before you guys flame me in the chat for using Malister gear, there's a reason why. Power pip chance for the hat, and the accuracy for the robe. So I could probably use Croc helmet here and be totally fine. But I like my Pierce the way it is, so I like to keep more Pierce here. So this is why I'm going to run the Malister hat. Now, the other hat is perfectly fine. You could run that hat just fine. For robe, I use Malister's tunic because of the accuracy. This is the only tunic in the game that gives you 11 accuracy, which basically is all life needs in order to get 100% from almost of their spells except for the 4-pip one. So this is why I have this as my robe. Other good robes would probably be Tennyson or the Rattlebones robe, but I recommend this robe if you need accuracy at all. And this also gives major power up chance too, compared to the other robes. So I think this is still really good. And you only gain like 1 damage for it, so it's not that big of a deal. So for the boots, there's different boots you can use. I see people run Mulanda Wu boots, but personally I have the new crafted boots. You just can't go wrong with these boots. These boots are really good compared to Mulanda. Sure, Mulanda gives you 3 accuracy, but even with that 3 accuracy, with my setup, I still won't reach 100%. But, yeah, these boots give a lot of damage. They give a good amount of crit, and they give about 14 accuracy. And then if you need another pair of boots to use, you can use Mulanda. You can use, I don't have Paradox on this account. You can use any of these. I don't have the max ones, but, yeah, I don't have a lot of gear on this character, so you can use this. This is really good pair of boots you can get from the catacombs. Definitely use it. For wands, there's different ones you can choose. You can use Tormentor's Skull Splitter. If you want a good crit wand and you don't have anything else. I don't like this. It does increase my crit to 87%. But I don't like this because it doesn't give me damage. Now, if I had the Shard Warriors mount, not the mount, the wand from there, which gives 170 crit, some block, and 9 pierce, I would use that wand over Armor's Boarding Hook because of the 9 pierce and the crit. So yeah, but for now I'm using Admiral's Boarding Hook for right now, just because I don't have that wand. I don't have that one yet, and it's a wand that only comes out for a limited amount of time. So yeah, I'll have to use this one for now. So for my theme, you can do many themes here. The method I'm going to do is more crit, so I'm going for the Duelist Fatal Razor, which is the level 100 version. Now the one I had before this was the Spirit of Darkmoor's Thorn. Both are really good. The problem is with the Duelist Fatal Razor, with the low power pip chance, you have to use a pip jewel here in order to get 100%. Now I have 102%, so I can't sacrifice a pip or two if I need to, but I will lose my pierce that way. So I'm using this for crit right now, and it actually gives me more health. So in my eyes, I think this is still the better theme. Even though I lose a lot of outgoing and incoming, it's okay. It's alright. Not the end of the world. For the amulet, I use the Spirit of Darkmoor's Jewel, which is the limited, not limited, but it's the one that Shane Von Shane drops. Another good one would be the Morganth amulet or Amulet Divine. I recommend this because of the pierce. It gives 4 pierce, 4 resist. It gives the most amount of stats, but if you don't have that as A-okay, you can use the jewel, the Shadow Web, because it gives those life blades, which is really good. Always having blades is really good in this scenario. The cards suck on this, but the blade's really good. Now for ring, you may think that I'm using the 100 PvP ring, but I'm actually not. I'm not on a crit life. I am using the Duelist Daredevil ring, and it's the crit ring that's 130. Now I'm using this because this ring is still the best ring in the game for critical, for PvP in general, except for Storm. I think Storm has a better ring. That's 130 for the new dungeon, but this one is pretty good. This one's like the best to use in general for life, for crit life in my opinion. Obviously if you don't have this, then for cheap you could use the Mithra Vivid Seal as a cheap thing you can use. So that's okay. You can use that if you need to. But I would recommend using the Duelist Daredevil ring. So my pet is this. My pet failed at Mega. It got Painbringer at like Mega, so I kind of got pissed off at that. My goal was to get either a crit there or a 10 damage there, so I can slap a Jewel on it, so I can have 60 resist to all schools, but now I have 58, which is okay. It's not the end of the world. What I recommend for this setup, if you want perfect accuracy, you see that 3 damage? If you don't want the 3 damage, put an Ack on there. Put an Ack Jewel. What I'm probably going to do is make another pet with 10, 6, 6, 5, 10, and then slap an accuracy jewel. So I'll have 100% accuracy, 100% power pip chance with over 70% crit almost. So for the mount, I don't have a damage boosting mount on this account. But if you have a damage boosting mount or a pierced mount or any mounts that give stats, obviously use them. I'm using this because it gives outgoing. It's the only stat I have. Only mounts that I have on this account here. So for the deck, I don't have the PvP deck yet. I need to get that deck. That's still the only deck I need to get. But obviously, this is a good second one. Using the one from Omen is really good. But I recommend using the Brandon one 100%. Because the Brandon one gives... Sure, you lose your health. It's not a big deal. But you gain some more crit. You gain some more block. Block doesn't matter. But you gain the 80% pip conversion, which could help maybe in some scenarios. And it also gives Cloak and Reshuffle cards, which is really good to learn. So I recommend that for the deck. Now, I know this video is quick, but I'm on a tight budget here of time. So I'm going to show you guys my stats so far. So I'm not going to have exactly 700 crit without a crit wand on, but that's okay. If my pet had a crit, like let's say if it had 10, 6, 6, if I have 10, I wanted 700, I could slap a crit jewel. But since my accuracy is 11, I need to create a new pet with an accuracy jewel. It has to happen, or else I cannot get 100% acc. Because for this spell, you need 15%. But every other spell is fine. Like 90, 90, 90, 90, 190. Like everything else is fine. It's just that spell. And this. But no one uses this garbage. So it's fine, you know? And yeah, I don't have tree. You know, sue me. I don't have tree. So sue me. But yeah, so let me show you the stats. I got 136 damage. Which is still a lot of damage for my setup. If I run into a crit wand, I'll have 119 or 120 damage. So that's still a lot of damage to be having with a crit wand on. So yeah, that's pretty good for me personally. I got 58 resist to all schools here, which is a lot of resist in my opinion. This is going to be 60 if I have the other hat and the other robe on. But I don't have those either, and I need my act to stay intact because I need at least 10. And if I sacrifice the... See, I can have the hat. I can change the hat, that's fine now, but I'll lose that pierce, so I'll talk about what I mean in a second. So this is why I don't want to sack the pierce. I have 30 pierce here. Now, when I get the new wand, well not the new wand, but if I get the Shard Warriors wand, the one that gives 9 pierce, I will be changing my hat. I will be changing the hat 100% because that, this wand makes up the pierce. So if I had the other, pierce, I'd have 35 pierce with the other wand on. But for crit, I got 67%. So it's not 70%, sadly. But I got the 102% power pip chance. So that's a-okay in my book. If I equip, for us, is a crit, so you can think about what my stats will be if I equip a Tormental Skull Splitter here. As you can see, it'll be 120 with the new hat. So let's pretend this is Shard Warriors, right? I'll have like 120 damage, right? I'll have 59 resist to all schools with the other hat, because the other hat gives a resist. I'll have, if I have an act, I'll have perfect accuracy if I have an act jewel. And my crit will be about 80% here. So yeah, my crit's pretty damn high. It won't be 80, it'll probably be like 79, 78%, because it's a little bit less than, it's like 30 less, so... And this pierce would be 33, 31 pierce. So yeah, so as you can tell that Life is a very, very powerful school. Very powerful school. Alright. So I just wanted to show you guys my my setup here for a Life. If you ever want to do Life PvP, I think crit Life is the way to go in this beta. Right now, since you can't do, you can't use wings anymore. I don't have even wings on this account. I don't even do the spells yet. You can't do wings, so yeah. So I think crit life is a good way to start PvPing. So just want to show you those stats, guys. Thank you for tuning in. I'll be streaming more on my Twitch, some Pokemon and whatnot throughout the weekend. So I hope you guys come down and see that. And I'll see you guys all later. Peace out.